All right, I think we are live. And by the way, welcome to the first live stream where I've added in a few animations. Jedi, hello, hello, and welcome. Radu, I'm hoping you're still here and awake. But yeah, welcome to a live stream where I've actually added some screens and animations for the first time now. I'm not that tech savvy, so you'll bear with me if there are any issues, any technical difficulties. But for now, we should be watching the starting soon screen and take a look at what is about to hit you right now with the switch to the gameplay. So now we should be in the game, I hope. There we are. Hi, Abdullah. How are you in the 3 in the morning? Let's hit the play button and we'll go from there. But how cool is that? I finally forced myself to learn all of these different screens and commands and transitions and whatnot. So hopefully it all kind of pans out. Hopefully you see my logo in the bottom left. Hopefully this means I'll actually be able to start casting some tournament games next week. I'm just going to quiet down my phone so we don't hear any notifications. I'm doing well, Abdullah. Thank you so much. So let's take a look at the team. You've got Osama playing as the Italians in teal in his pocket. Dan playing as the Burmese in purple in the other pocket. Bunzu Halt as the Mayans. And last but not least, in a bit of a weird nook shape. What a weird spawn here for yellow. Very close to his teammate, but very far from his opponent. This is a long distance to have to send your villagers. Holy moly. Kingstone. Now, the reason I wanted to see this game, Kingstone, I don't think I've ever seen him play Rage Forest. And so I'm very interested to see how he does. He is playing as the Tatars in yellow, opposite of Darvoy playing as the Teutons in green. AKA Tep backwards. AKA Tep backwards? What are we supposed to read backwards? Tep? So he's a pet. In any event, backwards playing as the Goths in red in his pocket. In the other pocket, Hannibal. That's a cool name, playing as the Cumans in blue. And last but not least, we've got Timo playing as the Hindustani, whose opponent, teammate, has already decided this is where we're walling off. What a weird map that we are on. Hey, Daniel. And also weird is this blot here in the middle. By the way, you guys are going to hear about it first. I'm going to be starting an Age of Empires Rorschach community post thread where we're going to post these center forests from Rage Forest. And hopefully people have some funny responses to what it looks like. But for now, what a weird spawn. We've got the Tatars opposite of the Teutons. So we'll see how well the Tatars do against the more heavily armored in-your-face melee of the Teutons. We'll see if we're lucky enough to see flaming camels. That'll be pretty freaking cool. And then we've got our Italian kind of facing off against two players here. Again, this is an incredibly weird map spawn. Look at Osama's map, how far he had to walk in order to get to this wall off, and Kingstone as well. Meanwhile, Team South didn't have that far to walk at all. 2 avenues of attack here to the east, 2 avenues of attack to the west. Nahuel, do I ever think to cast Age 4? No, I am not at this point going to do any Age of Empires 4. Firmly fixed on AoE 2. Vizbot, hello. Yeah, Sean, tell me about it. I hope for the Genoese crossbows every single day. Nahuel, thank you so much. Are you the player, Nahuel? I think I've seen a player with that name. For now, boars are being pulled. By the way, if you missed the first few minutes of the stream, as I mentioned, I've installed some end screens, some transitions. So it's gonna be hopefully it all it all works. And then so hopefully we will it'll be nice and smooth. Any technical difficulties, unfortunately are bound to happen with yours truly. Me and technology are not exactly the best of friends. Got a lake. Has anybody snuck any villagers into any side? By the way, the west hasn't been walled off at all. Our Teuton sending 5 villagers. Our Tatar sending 4 villagers with 5 reinforcing potentially. Look at their HP. I love that Kingstone pulled the weaker villagers and now they're jacking lumber and not really involved in the attack. Okay. Buildings destroyed. More boar pulls here for our Mayan. Gray Shrimp, hello, hello. I bought a stream deck. I bought all this cool accoutrements of live streaming as I start preparing my addition of Twitch to the channel. And so I've hopefully it'll all work. Today is kind of the test stream for the technology, obviously not for this game because we've been streaming for 2 years now. But for technology, today is going to be a test stream. Why did he only have 2 boars? Did he not want to take all 3 that he had available? Actually, maybe not. Maybe his teammate took 1 extra boar. Ibex here to the back. Is anyone heading up to Feudal? Yep. Our Cumin and our Hindustani are heading up to the next stage. Hindustani off the back of those cheaper villagers. We'll see if our Cumin decides to plop down a second town center. For now, a very peaceful map. Who's kidding who? Osama pulling a few of these Italian truffle pigs over to his settlement. And we'll see. Oh, villager goes the wrong way. Or maybe the scout went the wrong way. Joko, let's take a look. Yeah, he definitely is taking the lake. I see that on the minimap. Yeah, second town center. I've seen it on Arabia too. I've seen it on all kinds of maps, but it's a lot riskier on those maps compared to this one, especially on a 1v1, for example. Oh, this villager. Oh, that's so sour. You gotta control your boars. Ladies and gentlemen, control the boar population. Not the cleanest of pulls from our Italian and teal. 3 of the boars are completely outside the town center. Only 2 of them are inside. Actually, is this one dead? It looks like maybe the town center got this one. Because I can't really click on it and he's not really decaying. Why can't I click on it? Okay, I guess the town center got that one. Ooh, Osama doesn't want to have anything to do with the aggression, so he is placing down a secondary wall. Of course not. Look how far he has to walk in order to contest the busting in here. So why the hell wouldn't he place an emergency wall? But look at the speedy Cumin. Hannibal moves in, but Osama with the 1-click trick here. And he's going to have his tower. Oh, what a fantastic game sense out of our Italian. To know that his opponent's going to place a swamp by a tower. By the way, Joko, there's your second town center. And it is full on lumberjack mode at the moment. 12 lumberjacks here. A few, I mean, probably, 20 lumberjacks, 22 for our Cumin. Who needs a few more structures to go up to the next age. Although he does have the cheaper military buildings. Oh my goodness. Darvoy and Kingstone are putting on a show for us as Darvoy thiefs a few of the boars, but if he's not careful... Oh my god, he might lose this villager. He might lose this villager. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is he paying attention or is he paying attention to the scuffle up there? And look at this train of villagers. Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The legendary Nahuel who advanced past Margugu in the forfeit. Ooh, all that drama there. The villager died. Oh, that's so sour, but he brought more to pull them. And he gets them. But now all of a sudden you've got 10 Tatar villagers. And like wolves in sheep clothing, you have a few militia here as well. Not too sure why I clicked on the mill. Apologies for that. Let's take a look at what's happening here as the tower push. Okay, so Timo, initially we saw him trying to place a tower much closer, but then he discovered this tower's up. Italian tower, Hindustani tower. This tower from our Hindustani is taking away HP from the palisades. These villagers, okay. I guess if they want to walk around, they might as well walk around with a bit of wood in their hands. And now green gets blocked away. Oh, but it looks like Kingstone did lose a villager here. I love that all the action is taking place here, but immediately to the north, absolutely nothing. Green didn't even make an effort to wall that area off. Why is he fighting tooth and nail? Darvoy is still stuck in Dark Age. Yellow, nowhere close to going up to the next stage. I mean, this is 10 villagers for Kingstone out of 34. This is a third of his economy. Gray Shrimp, that is the plan. Yes, you'll see at the end of this game as I transition between screens, I've researched and gotten all of these various things you need when you live stream, like end screens and transitions and all that cool stuff. And I'm hoping with all of that, I'll be able to start live streaming not only Warlords, but also Rage Forest 5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. These scouts, not too sure they're going to get anything done. They do get a villager. Oh, I forgot that all these Tatar villagers are injured. So he does manage to get 2 before getting gunned down. A whole bunch of them are doing nothing here. And a Banzu halt. He is in feudal, so he says, you know what, forget it. I know you're still in Dark Age, Kingstone, so I'm just going to wall off for you. Malian with Italian teammate. I mean, aside from rhyming, it does sound like a pretty cool team up. Purple is here. Our Burmese has brought 2 siege workshops. What are they pumping out? 2 mangonels at a time. Oh, and now orange. By the way, because orange is the only one who walled this off, he can delete any of this at any time, or even just build a gate. He doesn't want to delete it. But now our Goth is here with a mangonel of his own. Oh, mama. Bunzohal wants nothing to do with this. And so he's placing down a secondary wall off. Although, might want to let the militia have their way with this. Never mind. I didn't see the 2 knights here. Those militias would die in about the blink of an eye. Interesting little nook here. Potentially very dangerous for any kind of siege units. But Hindustani tower is down. Now Hindustani Wolof is getting attacked. Not in any cohesive manner. Okay. So one part. Oh, that's so sour. Our Goth moves in. Our Goth discovers. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is your lack of ballistics. But the Plume is going to move and he's going to finish off what the castle started. You can see the footprints in the snow. Follow the footprints. Just like Joe Rogan would tell you as a hunter, follow the footprints. The animal prints. What's happening here? Snow Leopard gets teamed up on. So let's take a look at what's going on because players are starting to hit castle age. Okay. Red and yellow just kind of passing one another. Attack rounds, get all 3. Good get there for the Goth, who, by the way, has discovered that there is a castle here with those villagers getting attacked. Now the knights are going to take damage. Plumed Archer is not exactly the greatest against knights in terms of attack, but in terms of mobility, they are pretty darn fast. 1.2 tiles a second to 1.35, which is pretty damn good. Orange is pinging over here, telling his teammate, we've got to figure this out. As he loses 2 villagers getting this wall off, will he lose the 3rd? Red does not notice. Red does notice. But he's going to sacrifice his life just to trap these guys in here? No. Oh, mangonels move forward. Uh-oh, all of a sudden, Kingstone is in a bit of trouble. Let's take a look at what's going on in the east as our Burmese moves in with mangoes. I've never seen mangonels body block scout units. That was epic, as is the fact that Purple got 2 conversions right before they became light cavalry and now is stuck with 2 scouts as opposed to 2 light cav units. But I have never seen a player body block scout units with the slowest moving mangonels in the world. That was fun to watch. Let's see what our Cumin is doing behind all this. His economy must be pretty big. 99 total economy. He's triple his Teuton teammate here, who, of course, sacrificed a lot of his economy to fight yellow. And by the way, is he still fighting yellow? Oh, the Plumed Archers are fighting red. They are missing every single volley, though. Did orange manage to finish this wall off? Our Teuton, he's moving forward. 24-minute tower rush out of him. Our Tatar responds. Orange moves villagers forward. They've got hammers in their hands, not swords. Okay, and now the mangonels should be enough to shoo away these plumed archers, although, again, the mobility of the plumed archer should never be underestimated. They can dart in, dart out. Their range at the moment is 7, so it's the same as the mangonel. Uh-oh. Oh, but a decent attack round there for one of those mangonels. Knights are up top. How many kills for them? Must be a good amount. 12 kills, 11 of those villagers. Oh, he snipers one of the knights. He's got to be so careful. All the players have to be so careful. Let's take a look what's happening here as our Burmese continues to push in. Our Cumin adorably adding in a few palisades. They're not as shitty as the Gotha palisades because they do come with extra HP, but they're still pretty damn bad. Our Teuton's adding another town center, tells me he is in Castle Age. And by the way, our Mayan in the pocket with those 15% longer lasting resources is in Imperial. Next to reach it will be the Cumin, and we'll see how well he does. We'll see what kind of infrastructure Hannibal puts down. It sucks that with a name like Hannibal, he didn't get an elephant civilization. I would absolutely love to see Hannibal crossing the Alps here with a whole bunch of battle elephants. Sour, snow leopard, but villager with loom has nothing to worry about. Let's see what our Cumin is actually doing. Bodkin? Is that just for the castles or one? I mean, this doesn't tell us anything, right? One stable, one archery range, although it kind of does indicate some kind of cav archer play. Because if you were going cavalry, you wouldn't be putting down an archery range. But if you were going cav archers, you definitely would be putting down a stable for bloodlines and not husbandry, I guess, because you're Cumins, but bloodlines for sure. So he might be going cav archer play. Let's see. He's going Kipchaks. Okay. Let's see the mounted Chukanu and how much damage it could get done. Oh no, yellow is abandoning ship. Kingstone, our Tatar, is running away. What age is he in? He's still in feudal. I mean, he's repairing this town center, which means he can't rebuild another one. He's not exactly the Cumin. Yeah, Hannibal's elephants didn't last very long. Oh man, although Hannibal did last very long. What an amazing story his that whole the Second Punic War is with Hannibal. That whole family was pretty bonkers. Ooh, speaking of bonkers, our Mayan is pushing in. Hannibal is a real-life Saracen. Not too sure what that means. Like he mainlines the Saracens? Trebs are out. Oh man. So yellow's base is getting Teuton town center pushed. Okay. As our Teuton town center gets Mayan castle pushed. What are the plumed archers like? Good attack, good armor, not elite though. Oh, he's he's Egyptian. Okay. He didn't get it. Yeah, it's been a long day. I think I say that every Friday, that it's been a long day. One of these Fridays, hopefully you hear me say it hasn't been a long day. Oh, the arrows of the Kipchaks are raining hell on these Burmese monks. Siege from the Cumin is coming in as well. We've got a few interesting little battles happening all over the map. Knights actually got trapped in here. Zartatar is repairing a Mayan wall. Gate, rather. Remember, all of their walls are now 50% cheaper. Is anyone on Team South in Imperial? Yes, our Cumin is, but he's all the way up here with his Kipchaks. There is nothing to stop these trebuchets. Teuton Town Center looks like it has fallen. And where, oh where, are the Genoese crossbows? We've got 9 of them. They're hiding inside the castle, and now if they pop, they are absolutely going to wreck these Kipchaks, which, if I'm not mistaken, should have cavalry armor. There it is. So what's the bonus attack now? Cavalry +5. I think there needs to be a bigger incentive for the Italians to go Genoese crossbow, because right now there's not really, unless your opponent goes mounted, not really that big of an incentive to go the Ninja Turtle route, since Arbalests do basically the exact same thing but have extra range. Did the Plume Doctors kill the Knights, or did the Knights kill themselves? And here come, uh-oh, the classic New Age matchup. Forget Mongol versus Teuton, forget Saracen versus Frank, Mayan versus Goth. Plumed Archers are faster than the Huskarl. They do come with an attack bonus against infantry. Should jump up to +2 if we're lucky enough to see elites. And the Huskarls are getting freaking ragdolled all over the place. They are not used to dying to archer units, and so Plumes are absolutely fantastic. What would be fantastic, by the way, is to get some murder holes here as well. Will he get the Treb? Will he get it? No, it survives with 11 HP. The Kipchaks don't get the Trebs either. Osama has gone up to 22. They have the same range, but with more armor. I'm not too sure. They had the, all I know is right now they have, I believe, 1 less range. Although maybe the elite version has the exact same range. Ouch. What they definitely do have is ballistics, and we are seeing that full on. But an army of Kipchaks speedily moving at 1.6 tiles a second is here. I'm not too sure what our Hindustani thinks he's going to accomplish with a few light cavalry units. And here we go. Let's see it. Let's see how well these... Do they have Pavice? Doesn't look like it yet. And in a second, they're going to have chemistry as well. But the overwhelming numbers here are for our Cumin. Means he's Italian has to get the hell out of here. And they're going to chase him down. Man, extra speed is just so bloody good. Let's see what's going on around the map, because it looks like the attack on the Tatar base is kind of stalled out. Our Teuton's base, though, is completely starting to get gutted. Luckily for him, he's got an extra town center up here. Unluckily for him, that it seems to be the only town center in action. He's got 2 more back here, but they are not really going to help out very much. Not really that much space here, although I guess he can expand south for farms and stuff. But in terms of building things, constructing structures, he's basically working with these villagers, these 12 villagers. And here we go. The game of Kill the Huskarls has begun. Plumed Archers on the high ground are basically one-shotting this unit, which is ridiculous. This is not a unit designed to be one-shot by archer units. But you know what? It's not an elite. The armor is not great at the moment. 7, it should be a 10. Teal is building. Okay, I guess we're starting the trade portion of the game as more Genoese crossbows have returned. Let's see what's going on in the Tatar base. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this base. Again, I'm very curious to see how Kingstone performs in Rage Forest setting. Your mom, hello, hello. Nice to see you. We are definitely mid-rage at the moment, as our Teuton base is absolutely getting wrecked. And like I said, his closest town centers are all the way over here, so he's not going to be able to really repair anything here once these villagers start getting attacked. Although I think in my 12 analysis I ignored the 5 lumberjacks. Oh no. Oh no, green doesn't notice, or green just doesn't care. Orange is splitting up, pardon me, orange is splitting up. He sees more villagers. Let's see the upgrades now. Okay, attack wise fully upgraded, but again, no Pavice for Osama. So armor-wise, not the greatest. Kipchak's taking on onagers. Ouch. Ouchie, ouch. Hi, AoE2. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining. You are joining right as the Ghulams pop out. Let's see how well they do. I mean, these Genoese crossbows are pretty clumped up. So, oh no, the Mangonels are going to do so much friendly fire. Oh my god, the freaking Ghulam. Remember, these guys can hit multiple targets at once. They have like pass-through damage with their long-ass spear. And Osama was so freaking clumped here. But a fresh contingent is out Still not armored as they should be. And uh-oh, our Mayan is not paying attention. There's a lot of these small engagements all over the map, and I don't mind it at all. Okay, market goes down. By the way, how are these 75,000 different markets that our Italian is building? Okay, they're going up. Kipjacks, be careful. You don't want to let the halbs close, because if the halbs close, you're going to get busy and get wrecked by the onagers. Let's see the Gulams move in. Onagers clear up some space to the right side as well. Bula, hello, hello. Ah. You know what? The Kipjacks are doing a decent job, but the siege rams really should have been leading that charge. Did he just delete all his siege rams? Why did Hannibal just delete all his siege rams? That was weird. Okay. It is what it is. Let's look at our Tatar base as this town center finally falls. I mean, it's been about 5 hours, and now our Teuton, he's not done yet. Forget your first wall off. Forget your second wall off. I want to come in here. Pierce damage. It says Mick. I think are the Kipjacks, I think they're like the Chukanus, right? They also do 0 or 1 melee damage. We've got some condottieri here from our Burmese. Remember, the Burmese, they get progressive attack bonuses for, or not attack bonuses, but progressive attack for their oh my god, what am I trying to say here? For their infantry. Which is why these condottieris are at a +5 with only +2 iron casting. Because he's an Imperial, he gets +3 for free. Oh, that was a disgusting smush. Another good onager shot. But the Kipjacks, what's their firing speed now that they're elite? 1.9. So not the fastest cav archer, but it did give the Genoese crossbows time. I think they're still at a 2. No, 1.7 now. Did give the Genoese crossbows time to snipe them as they tried to maneuver around. By the way, our Tatar has created a string of town centers. Our Teuton taking over slowly. Does still have his one town center here. His base has been cleared out of villagers. Orange has brought one of his own. How many kills for these plumed archers do we think? 54. Huskarl still not elite, still not at the full armor that they need to be, but in 30 seconds he will be at 10 pierce armor. Are you referencing the pass-through of the Gulam? It's okay, my chat gets stuck half the time as well. From like 10 minutes ago. Oh no, Osama is literally throwing all of the heavy Italian hitters. Genoese crossbows. No Pavice still. Bombard towers are here. So our Hindustani has been knocked on his ass. I don't see any villagers here for him at all. He has escaped with a lot of villagers, which is not going to put pressure on the Cuban, but he's got 2 castles. Well, 2 castles for now. One more volley from these trebs should be enough to collapse this gorgeous structure into a pile of rubble. To the west, our Teuton is really making himself at home here in the former Tatar base. Our Tatar sees all of it. Insult to injury, and here we go. Now that they're elite, fully armored. Oh my goodness, why do you not have Blast Furnace? 40 seconds away from Blast Furnace is our Goth, who does not need to engage right now. Although honestly, the attack bonus of +10 against Archer is really what you care about here. Oh no, oh no, the plumes move in a little bit too close. Let's see this beautiful, by the way, the Goths in red are gorgeous. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like some Midtown Manhattan newspaper editor. But they are very pretty to look at when they're in red. He staggers them. He does not want any errant arrows to land. Are these elite? They better be with their +2 attack against infantry now, unless I'm completely mistaken. Yeah, +2. And the castle is down. The Goth is streaming in. Let's see if he can stop this orange tide. By the way, I love this from our Mayan. 50% off walls means that you should have a billion walls up, especially if you're going archer play. The Goths are close. When they can close, they can kill these archers. The problem for them is the plumes are faster. They have the attack bonus, and look at their HP for a foot archer. 65 HP is pretty bonkers. The Genoese even is at 50. Hindustani completely destroyed here. What is he building? A few more. Luckily for him, he can repopulate with those cheaper villagers now that he's in Imperial Age. You know what? Not a bad situation here for our Goth. As he pushes back the plumed archers, their castles are falling one by one, and they've slowly but surely reclaimed the Teutonic homeland as our Teuton overwhelms the Tatar homeland. So all of a sudden, Team South, even though it's getting wrecked in the east, to the west, they're making some good progress here. What I would, of course, love to see, as I'm sure we all would love to see, are some Teuton siege onagers to help out here. And there we go. Onager is on the way. Even just a basic onager will help. What an annoying game of hit and run, cat and mouse here. 57. But he's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to push back the plumed archers so that the Trebs can try to start working on that castle. Let's see how well our Cumin is doing. But this is the real story. This is very unfortunate here, as our Hindustani Cumin combo is getting wrecked. And now he's going to push into the Teutons. And the Teutons are very, I guess, peaceful farmers for the moment. No military, industrial, anything for them. Kill count for the Genoese, 69. I want to see the kill count for the plumed archers. 67 is a lot better than 17, 18. But another castle falls. And now the Tatar base is going to get exposed. And uh-oh, our Tatar finally hits Imperial, the last player in the game to do so. But what the hell is Team South going to do over here? What can they possibly do to stop this? Anything on a horse gets wrecked by the Genoese. Anything ranged gets wrecked by the bombard cannons. They need to pivot. He needs to add a few Huskarls this way, does backwards. It kind of sucks when you're trying to put on the pressure over here. But he needs to start adding Huskarls on the right side of their base, of their territory. Because otherwise they're not going to be able to stop this combination. Although adding anything right now is going to be a death sentence because of all of these bombard towers. Okay, he does have Huskarls. They are fighting Condottieri. Should do quite well against them. Does our Burmese have Blast Furnace? Yes, he does. So let's take a look at the attack of the Condottieri right now. 17! That is ridiculous. Thank you, Burmese bonus of +3 attack. Our Goth wants to move in, but he doesn't have the numbers. His army is split up in half, and let's see how well they do against the Genoese. They can't run away. Their HP is not huge, and they come with no attack bonus at all against infantry. And so they have to get the hell out of here to the safety of the bombard cannons and the bombard towers. Our Goth is chasing. He's also chasing in. You're telling me our plumed archers couldn't snipe these 3 Trebs an hour ago? Tatar base completely overrun, completely taken out, over rather, by our Teuton. He's got a bit of infrastructure. He's starting to add halberdiers, not exactly the Tatar specialty. And now the Goth is going to encounter a little bit too much resistance, probably going to die. Not too sure sending in small clumps of Huskarls is the way to go. What's going on over here? Oh, our Teuton is tower pushing, and he's going up to Paladins. Let's see it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Teutonic Paladins, slow as shit, but powerful. Pavice. There's Pavice for Osama. I think he just realized, hey, wait a second, the Huskarl's killing me a little bit too quickly. So I need to add a little bit of meat shield, and uh-oh, here comes our Hindustani. He's got his fully upgraded Hussars. But again, they're fighting Genoese crossbows. They don't care. They probably want to go after the bombard cannons. Wow, he gets... no. Will he get the last one? No, he doesn't. The power of the Genoese crossbow. But you know what? The Genoese crossbow is about to get overrun by our Goth, who cleans up all of the Pavice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, all of the Condottieri. Don't they look like Ninja Turtles when they turn around and walk away with those big shields on their back? Teenage Mutant Ninja Pavice Augmented Crossbows. I mean, this is just silly. Our Tatar is just streaming in unit by unit to its death. These are now keeps, and they're going to slowly get inserted into the trade route. What is happening this game? All of a sudden, the attack to the bottom right has stalled entirely. Thank you, Mr. Goth, and thank you, more importantly, to the Hussars of the Hindustani. Nathan, thank you so much. Love your videos. Got to see you live. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I'm glad you could join us tonight. I'm glad you could join us right as these Burmese villagers are going to get taken to town by these Hussars. And is that all he's building? Yeah, why the hell not? He's got a whole bunch of farms, does our Hindustani. So let's see what's going on, because all of a sudden, the Tatar Halberdiers, again, nothing particularly special. In 8 seconds, he's going to have iron casting. They'll do a little bit of a better job against these tankier Teutonic paladins who should not be engaging in a choke point, period, especially not with Genoese crossbows here. Stay within the safety of your towers. And to the south, we've got a fire galley. Oh my goodness, our Burmese is laming the Cumin docks, the lakes at the 1 hour mark. Usually we see that at the 10-minute mark. Is Team South gonna do this even though they got 2 of their 4 bases overrun? What an absolute amazing game so far. I'm glad we saw this. Okay, mission not so accomplished here for our Goth, who suffers a few too many losses. Paladins, do you finally have blast furnace? Okay, they are fully upgraded. They've got 7 melee armor. Thank you, Teuton. Stable bonus. But again, they're engaging into 2 counter units to the bottom here. I mean, the Plumed Archer's not really going to accomplish much. It attacks on a 9 against the unit with 7 pierce armor. Oh, but this is I don't know if this is going to work out for our Tatar. Oh, and Huelche Javeliners for their Mayan skirmishers throwing that second spear. Second spear on fire, by the way. How cool does that look? Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, sometimes I enter into fanboy territory a little bit too much. And as Osama starts streaming in these condottieri to disrupt the trade, what's happening up here? Skirmishers are going to be able to wreck these halberdiers in time for the Hussars to show up. To the south, more infantry battles. How's our Teuton doing, by the way? He's up to 44 paladins, 6,000 HP, but what are they doing over here? Oh, this is so much Genoese crossbows. 23 deals 115 extra bonus damage, so not enough exactly to one-shot a paladin with the bonus damage, although with the 10 attack, I don't even know if it's still, I don't think it's enough to one-shot the attack and the bonus. Our Hindustani, forget your Shatagni hand cannoneers. You don't need them right now. You need to snipe these skirmishers to protect your Hussars as they head straight for the mangonel. They get it, but it gets a squishy smush first. And the map all of a sudden is cut on a diagonal again. We see this so often, and now the paladins look like they've taken an absolute shitty trade here. How many kills for the towers, by the way? 49 kills. You know actually what would be epic right now for our Teuton? Agree, disagree? Teutonic Knights. There is nothing here that would be able to stop a Teutonic Knight push. Not your double-fisted skirmisher, not your Genoese Ninja Turtle, not your Plumed Archer that attacks on a 9. A slow-moving tide of Teutonic Knights here would absolutely wreck this army. Unless, of course, it got sniped and kited, which, of course, is a real possibility when your unit moves slow as shit. Goths to the south, Hindustanis to the north. Italian Burmese combo trying to stop everything. Mick, thank you so much. Yeah, if you're watching this, if you're not chatting, come drop us a hello. Say, I think we're pretty overall pretty nice bunch of people. Not as annoying as this Tatar, who has created himself a Where's Waldo maze of wall-offs. But yeah, please do hit that like button if you like what you see. And let me know. Let me know in the chat. Oh, it's so pretty to watch. It's like with the Khmer getting the double bolts on their scorpions and their ballista elephants. So nice to watch. Condottieri should be able to clean this up. I mean, Italian and Burmese Condottieri should be pretty damn powerful against a few skirmishers. Our Teuton, by the way, has been cleared up here. His farming community is banded together to get rid of one purple Burmese intruder. And now they're going back to farming. Our Goth. Let's see it. Let's see it. Looks like our Goth kind of gave up the high ground. Oh, you're blocking the castle, you silly Goth. What an absolute mayhem bloodbath here at the hour 8-minute mark of the game. But numbers look like they are very much in favor of the Goth, who beats it, but just in time for another Burmese army. And our Teuton has quit, our Hindustani has quit, our Cuman has quit. Our Goth is the last one surviving. He's looking at his score and saying, ay, my team. Their scores are shit, mine is decent. But what can you do? Your Teuton wasted away all of his paladins here in these choke points. I mean, the paladins should be fighting in choke points if they're not fighting counter units. What's the trade like? What's the payload? Who has a sack on his back? 34? That can't be right. No, 105. 105. Okay. So one team has trade. The other team, what's your payload? 67. Not terrible, but not the end of the world. What a fantastic game. Game number 1. Halberdiers. Any game you see 641 Huskarls is a pretty damn decent game. Biggest donor was our Italian, biggest recipient, our Tatar. Of course, Kingstone basically got pressed into right from the very beginning of the game. Militarily, the most kills going to our Burmese. Interesting. Must be all those Mangonel line units that he built. Who's number 2 here? 514 is Osama. No, 650 is our Goth. Wow, so actually not that close. 20% difference in kill count. Jedi, nice to see you. All right, guys, are you ready? This is going to be the first stream that you guys are going to see this. While I load the next game, I hope this works, okay? Here we go. Are you ready for it? I'm going to click the button now. And now we should be in the just chatting screen while I set up the next game. So bear with me. So now, for example, you don't have to hear me. You don't have to hear me type. You don't have to hear me slowly slog my way through typing out TEAM north south. So bear with me. Oh yeah, right? It was pretty cool. Look, it's not the nicest, it's not the greatest, but I love it. Again, I'm not the most technologically savvy. Okay, so this, I guess you still have to hear me type, I guess. Okay, so I've set up the next game, and look at the button I'm gonna press now. Are you ready? And now we should be back in the game. I think we're back in the game. This screen that I'm watching on is a little delayed. Will I tell you about the story of the time I got arrested in a foreign country? Oh, I'll save that one for later. That's a special story. It happened in Berlin. It happened in Berlin at around 3 in the morning after a night at a nightclub. John Yang, hello, yeah, right? Well, hopefully face melted in like a good way. But I will, Rich K, I will, of course, I'm surprised you remembered that from so long ago. So let's take a look at Team Southwest. We've got Robo Boro. That's going to be hard. I'm just going to call him Robo as the Celts in teal in his pocket. Menunez as the Burgundians. Doubt as the Ethiopians in blue in the other pocket, and the two telltale bushes of the Gurjaras being played by Doomster. Opposite of him, who's already sending out villagers in a scout, we've got Lucky as the Berbers. I hope Chris is here or watching this after the fact. Macro as the Hindustani in his pocket. In the other pocket, Osama this time is the Saracens. Well, there you go. If Osama's a Saracen, Osama's a Saracen. Let's see Mamelukes. And last but not least, Slam, a fellow Canadian playing as the Poles. I mean, Poles and Saracens are going to be a tough matchup to fight against. The map, by the way, looks absolutely disgusting. Atrocious. Crocodile Pet. Oh, Doc, nice to see you. I'm glad it worked out. I wonder what the hell the issue was. To the north, we've got one avenue of attack between our Gurjara and our Berber. So one camel unit deals a lot more bonus damage. One camel unit can regenerate HP and also has an archer mounted on its back if it wants. Then we have a second avenue of attack with holy sh... Have we ever seen 9 elephants in one location? Look how adorable they are. Aw, which one's the general leading the pack? Gotta be this guy, right? His belly looks a little bit bigger than the others. It looks like he's been eating a little bit better than the others. The alpha. That's amazing. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. And then to the south, also one avenue of attack between our Celt and our Pole. So let's see some quicker moving infantry take on super cheap cavalry. And then in the center, what the hell is this? What do you even do with this? Our Burgundian decides to wall it off entirely. He doesn't even want to deal with it at all. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, good to see you too, Doc. I'm glad it all worked out. Did you see my transition screen right before this game? I'm so proud of myself. Again, I'm not very tech savvy. And the way you can see that is because it took me 1.5 years to get those transition screens. Which, like your average 10-year-old YouTuber or Twitch streamer would get those like in the blink of an eye, not even think twice about it. Of course, I had to overthink everything. What do I need? Let's make a list. Let's find the pros and cons. Let's do this. Classic overthinker. But that's the way it goes. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye zebras. As now these Gurjara villagers engage into their Berber counterparts. Oh, Scout does manage to get a kill. But our Berber lost one too. Yeah, classic Isaac. Again, I told you, like, your average, if like my 11-year-old cousin was going to start streaming, she would already have everything ready within like a week. At most, a week. Who's kidding who? A day. Oh, Osama on a very dangerous pull here. Whereas I took, again, 1.5 years. Although there's, of course, other reasons. I'm not that bad. But I finally have managed to get the screens of transition. So what that means is, hopefully, beginning of June, I will be able to live stream tournaments. Meaning Warlords 3, Rage Forest 5. Okay, not the cleanest of pulls, but at least he's got 3 elephants, which does give him about 1,200 food. I say about because there's always decay. Yeah, those kids learn super quick. I am a kid no more. I've not been a kid for a while. And now I'm sad and probably gonna have to eat some pizza later. Yeah, the upgrades are... I think they look cool. I think they look fun. Of course, if and when the channel grows, and I can start putting in some YouTube revenue into the like the graphic designs and stuff like that. I have some cool ideas. So hopefully that happens soon. And yeah, and then it'll start looking real professional. And then at some point, my wife asked me the other day, she's like, are you actually going to show your face ever to the world, or are you just gonna hide behind your screen? By the way, I mean, aside from this elephant, pretty damn good pull. 2 of the 3 are underneath the town center. Actually, did he only get 2? Wait a second. He only got 2. The 3rd was killed by the town center. Oh, that is so sour for Menunez. That is incredibly sour. I was so happy that he got that other elephant over here, but no. It absolutely got killed by the town center. Edelweiss. You know what I read the other day? The funny quote. First of all, thanks for joining. A funny quote, or not a funny, but I guess like a life quote. It said, men don't ever really grow up. Men just grow old. And I told my wife, and she's like, yeah, you're all babies. My brother is a baby. My dad's a baby. My husband's a baby. My baby's a baby. Let's see if Lucky is a little bit luckier in his elephant pull. And by the way, never one to not admit when I'm wrong. So by the way, gorgeous elephant pull. All 3 underneath the town center. So hit that drop off button immediately and your villagers go back to work. Fantastic pull by the Berbers. It turns out that I was actually a little bit wrong about elephants and rhinos moving faster than boars. It's not that they move faster that makes them dangerous. Apparently their attack animation is quicker, which makes them more dangerous. So they actually attack you faster, which means they can attack you more frequently. If my reading of the fandom website is correct. I always kind of feel a little dirty saying fandom website. It seems like some kind of like a sexual kind of oh yeah, I'm into AoE dom play, you know. So it's not that they move faster. They all move at one speed and then attack villagers at another speed. And it's I partly blame capture age, because right now you see the elephant says 0.96 movement speed. Apparently it's not. When they just kind of mill around like this, it's 0.8, just like a boar. And then when they attack, it's 0.96. But when it's a boar and you click on them that are just hanging around, it says 0.8. So I kind of blame capture age for that, but doesn't really matter. The point is these guys attack faster, and so they attack more frequently. By the way, he pulled 3 more, but 2 of them got a little bit distracted. There's still 1,400 meat here, so I'm not sure he really needed to pull the other 3, and so he lets 2 of them go to repopulate in the wild. Yeah, Edelweiss, I'm 41, turning 42 this year, and I still feel like I'm 18 in my mind. Except the only difference is when I was 18, I didn't grunt and go, ugh, when I got up from my chair. Because I have like an extra 80 pounds on me. Yeah, Jedi, same here. I remember it had the same graphics, but were they the same graphics? I think Definitive Edition really improved the graphics. I think our memories are a little bit tricky. Because I remember, I really loved the Saracens and Teutons back in the late 90s. And thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, of course, villagers always looked like this defined, and you can see every one of this guy's abs. And look at the, you know, the glistening sweat on his back as he hacks his lumber. But I don't know if it was that nice in 1999. Okay, now he is pulling. Okay, 1 gets pulled, 2nd, okay, not terrible locations. So tower defense rather here. Looks like our Ethiopian Doubt is heading up to 3 town centers. Yeah, Doc, I thought they were faster too. Yeah, true. I probably shouldn't say BBC. I never understood why it's called a BBC. I guess there's 2 B's in bombard. But it's not like you ever pronounce a middle letter of another word. Anyway, the community is hilarious, childish and hilarious. Yeah, Jedi, sorry, I didn't read your second message. That's exactly it. That was exactly my point. I also didn't realize, because when I watched this, I'm like, of course, it always looked like this. These villagers always walked with such sassy attitude, and their aprons and their hammers, and the Teutonic Knight always looked that cool. But no, it really didn't. Kind of sucked. Doc's all about that DE. Sean, you know what? The most surprising thing about what you just said is the fact that you have a computer that can still run a CD. Thorfinn, you're getting naughty here. The pants map. Oh God. Oh man, we've taken this to a place that's very, very full of innuendo right now. By the way, our Saracen relocates his castle. Orange is buying stone so he can plop down additional town centers, our Berber. What did he spend his stone on? I don't really see him walling off anything. He walled off with palisades. Why the hell did he need to buy... Yeah, he didn't need to buy stone. He has another 100 left. Okay. It is what it is. Teal is pinging over here. Maybe wants to attack through... Ooh, an old Dell tower with Windows XP. Oh, mama. I remember when Windows XP came out. It was such a big improvement over all the other versions. Obi-Wan, nice to see you on the live stream. Yeah, Doc, you don't need to keep it PG-13. The other day, Disney asked me, I have the Disney app, because I'm a big baby and I like to watch the Marvel movies randomly while I like eat and snack and try to go to sleep sometimes. And it asked me to reset my adult settings, and I was like, I don't know what the difference is between these settings. Some of them are rated R, some are MA something. I don't know what the hell all the ratings are. A university and a siege workshop here for Menunez, who does have the resources in a second to go up to Imperial off of the back of one town center. So our Burgundian is rushing to Imperial. I'm hoping that's because he wants to get those paladins out. Definitely not for a revolution of any kind, not with one town center and 38 villagers. And there it is, there's Imperial. So he's going to hit Imperial first. He's going to have that 50% stable tech discount, which means I'm hoping in addition to this, we're going to get to see a lot of stables being placed down. For now, not even a single barracks as he expands with a second town center. Okay, so name of the game for him was to rush up, and Osama's back with the castle where it was originally. Mamelukes! Oh, our Burgundian is going to enter a world of hurt if he rushes into paladins. Oh my god, Mick, I used to get viruses like literally twice a week with all my Napster downloads and LimeWare, Pirate Bay. Oh man, those were the good old days when you had to hope that your computer didn't get like terminally ill because you downloaded a song. Oh, Jedi, I thought you were a Jedi like the Star Wars Jedi. Okay, we've got a Jedediah in the house. All right, good to know. I appreciate it, Jedi. Yeah, I don't know what adult settings are on the Disney app or why the Disney app even needs adult settings. Well, what's so adult about the Disney app? Ooh, Rome Total War is a good game too. Edelweiss, you remember LimeWire? Oh yeah, Napster was good, and it was good for like dial-up at the time, but then when LimeWire came out, it was like so much better. And look, the Rhino, it says movement speed 0.96. Even when it's standing still. Oh, Obi-Wan, I did see the announcement trailer from T-West for that, the Civ Builder. That's going to be pretty bonkers, and I am very much interested in streaming that. Sleeping Beauty is an adult movie? I guess depends on whose perspective. Logan, nice to see you. Finally caught you live. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Logan. And thanks for joining us live as the very exciting action of two villagers attacking a section of a Gujara wall, pretty as it is what's happening right now. I'm just kidding. We've got a Saracen incursion into the Celtic base. I hope our Celt does not go Paladin. I hope our Burgundian does go Paladin, although it looks like a... Oh, he's going hand cannoneer in a bonus that I think better belongs to the Bohemians. Burgundian gunpowder units, or hand cannoneers rather, 25% more attack. So instead of 17, they attack on a 21. Is that why you rushed up to Imperial? To get hand cannoneers? Okay. And yeah, out they come. 2 bombard cannons, 10 hand cannoneers. So that's definitely going to put a dent in the Mamelukes. Their armor is not fantastic. Their HP is pretty freaking good, though. Somebody asked about Linux the other day, Obi-Wan. I didn't even know that was still a thing. And oh, big fat fortified walls for the Celt. Mo, thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hello. $21 is pretty beast. Are we talking about the age? Are we talking about blackjack? What specific 21 are we talking about? It looks like our Ethiopian is here. Does he have torsion engines? And doesn't look like it. Oh, the bombard cannons. Remember, 25% extra attack, so they attack on a 50. Does that apply to the bonuses? I don't think that applies to the bonuses. Just the base attack. Oh, the attack on the hand cannons. Yeah, I think it's 21, right? Yeah, 17 plus 4. By the way, speaking of blackjack, that is a hand you should never hit on, a 17. Unless you are a complete degenerate. Jetty, you like to see the petards? Hopefully he builds more. He's got 3 more somewhere. Oh, here they are. We'll keep an eye on them. As good as the Goths were in red, the Saracens in red are pretty too. But our Hindustani is here. He's plopped down. Oh my goodness. What a... Okay. So our Hindustani must be going Chattagny, right? Yeah, there's Chattagny. How many hand cannoneers for him? 31! So he's going to have 9 range hand cannoneers. Let's see how well those do against the 21 attack hand cannoneers here. But in come the Mamelukes. Good splits. They are going to get absolutely shredded. I love this unit, but it is not designed to take a punch from hand cannoneers with its shitty 3 range. Oh, no. Yikes. The Mamelukes get shredded to pieces. Camel archers for our Berber here. Yeah, I love hand cannoneers too. The problem with hand cannoneers is you need support. On their own, they get swamped very, very easily because of that ridiculously slow attack speed. Look at that, 3.45 second delay. You can literally shoot, go to the bathroom, come back, and then he'll fire the next volley. That's how slow it is. Gray is pinging over here. Why? Does he want to insert himself into here? I don't know. The Pole Castle. By the way, speaking of the Pole, where the hell is Slam? I haven't seen him train anything. Where are his Cavaliers? Okay, he's got 2 of them. There they are. There's the entirety of the Pole army getting ready. He must have Schlachter. There's no way he doesn't if he's going Cavalier. Android is a Linux fork. I didn't know that. I do have a Stream Deck, which is I'm finding very useful right now to allow me to switch between screens. Yeah, hand cannoneers are pretty fun. They're slow and they need to be protected, but if you can protect them and keep them around, especially, oh my goodness, Portuguese hand cannoneers with ballistics or arquebus or whatever the hell it's called. Jetty, yes they are. Pole winged hussars are effective against everything, especially if you get Lachitic Legacy. Speaking of, I'm assuming the 43 people in this live stream are viewers of my videos. There's a community post that's going to be, actually just came out 5 minutes ago. I scheduled it to come out at 9. Jetty, I don't know if you saw it before you asked your question, but tomorrow's video, the one that comes out tomorrow, is an absolute insane game. If you like wing hussars, if you like big battles, you are absolutely going to love tomorrow's game. So definitely watch the video tomorrow. And here we go. You do not want your hand cannoneers in the front. They're way too slow. The Cavaliers attack twice as fast. Bombard cannons also don't need to be 3 tiles away from the Mamelukes. You have something called range. And holy shit, the entire Burgundian army just got absolutely rickety wrecked. By the way, as much as I was asking where the hell Slam is, where the hell is Doubt? Okay, he's building up his army here. There you go. There's a blast with, there's your torsion engines with the increased blast radius. So he's been helping here, holding off the line. Shrevamshas! Are they elite? Not elite. In 9 seconds they will be. Jetty, did you see the community post before you asked that question? Otherwise, it's a very good coincidence. Now they're elite. Their attack upgrades are shite. Their armor upgrade is shite. And now our Burgundian is being cleared up. This is why I told you hand cannoneers on their own are not that great. And I think Menunez made a huge mistake putting his hand cannoneers in the front and the halberdiers off to the side. He may not have had a choice with so many cavaliers from Slam. But it is what it is. The Mamelukes have inserted themselves into here. 23 kills. How many of those are villagers? 7. Yeah, Doc, I made a community post 5 minutes ago. Sometimes there's a game that I watch and I cast that is just too exciting for me to wait to post about. And so, or rather to post. So I give you guys a bit of a heads up that I think it's going to be a particularly exciting game. Oh no, oh no! And there's your frickin' torsion engines. But Doubt's got to be careful. There's a whole bunch of Hindustani gunpowder here. And the bombard cannons outranges. Okay, it looks like they hit nothing. Why are they missing every volley? Okay, they do get a few. Yeah, Doc, if you go to my YouTube page and you click community, you'll see the posts. Ah, Jetty, that's so nice. Mick? Oh, you guys are awesome. I honestly didn't think people, I shouldn't say I didn't think people would like. If I didn't think people would like the content, I wouldn't have started the channel, but it was a big question mark for me if people would like the content. I figured, you know what, might as well try. I'm very big on just trying shit. 14 Mamelukes, now up to 44 kills, 45. Oh, one gets converted though. I'm trying to see the kill count. 26 economy. This is the last unit you want raiding your economy. They move so fast, they attack so fast, and now there's a bit of a gap in the houses. Oh, so they escape all of the... Actually, no, never mind. They're entering into the kill zones. Doubt's got to be careful. One siege onager. Will it be quick enough? But look at this beautiful, beautiful Burgundian castle here in the trade route. Bye-bye Mamelukes. Need to get some murder holes for you guys. I try to find good games. Doc, I try. There's some games that are shorter than others, but if I can't find like a really fun game with big battles, then I try to find at least something that's informative or educational. By the way, Gurjara castles are going to have a field day with these camel archers. They are still camel units, which means their base armor a little bit better than usual, but still not great. Oh, Shrevamshas! What are you chasing into, though? What are you chasing into? Stand and fight, he yells at Lucky, who runs away into a choke point. But let's see. For some reason, it looks like the camel archers were attacking the Shrevamshas to the rear, but never mind. Enough in a choke point to shoo them away. How are the Saracens doing? 6 of them are all still alive. 23 villager kills. Wow, so far these 2 games we've seen tonight are absolutely epic. Oh, now the camel archers are not going to make it out alive, especially not with a few of them getting converted. Actually, how many are in here? The stackability of this game is ridiculous. But there's 8. There's 8. I thought there were 4. Okay, never mind. They may survive this. Are you guys on patrol command? Why are you on patrol command? Obi-Wan, I appreciate that. Biased heel pinging over here. He wants to delete the wall. So let's see what's going on, because I feel like the map is kind of quieted down a little bit. Now we've got Hindustani Heavy camels, not yet Imperial. Oh, 15 seconds away. You know we're going to have to keep an eye on these guys to see the transition. Unfortunately, they lose their cool superhero cape when they become Imperial. I wonder why. I thought capes were supposed to be like a sign of wealth and power. I wonder why they lose their capes when they become Imperial, but Travamsha's still not fully... actually, never mind, my mistake. They are fully upgraded. My bad. Now let's see what's going on here. Slam is running into an absolute forest of Burgundian halberdiers. Jetty, my brother used to tell me that I have the face for radio, which is a very mean thing to say, but but I appreciate it. I'm glad my voice is not too off-putting or too annoying for people. Mamelukes are definitely going to stick around here and catch all of these siege units. Ay, ay, ay. Oh no, they didn't get the last one. Sour. Absolutely sour. Ah, Doc, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you bringing Catherine on board as well. I wonder where she is tonight. Usually, here. Maybe she's reading, her book. AC Dragon Rider, nice to see you. By the way, AC Dragon Rider, check my community post. I know you like massive, massive battles. You're gonna love tomorrow's game. I mean, you're obviously gonna love this. We missed a big squish here from our, Ethiopian. I mean, look at what's happening here. This is insane. But yeah, Dragon Rider, check out tomorrow's game. You're gonna love it. No, Jetty, the joke is he said I have the face for radio. Radio, you don't see somebody's face. The implication is that my brother called me ugly. It's like a common insult, like a expression slash insult. To tell somebody they have a face for radio. Tenshi, nice to see you again. It's okay, you're joining us in the middle of game number 2. I think there's one more game after this. Ooh, attack round out of Robo. Not the greatest here. Mamelukes survived that as well. No, nice, Doc. I'm glad to hear that. And again, I do plan on starting to cast more tournaments now that I've got the software and the streaming stuff set up. Jake, you did catch a stream. Welcome, welcome. You caught a stream just in time, by the way, to see pole genitors. Okay. Of all things. So if you had this on your bingo card, pole genitors. Yeah, Survivalists did about as good as I thought anyone can do in that matchup. I really wish he would have taken map control a little bit earlier. What's the payload on the trade? 101 is not bad. 122 is better. I thought he would want to take map control a little bit earlier, or map control period. But it is what it is. But he put up a real good fight. Jake, you didn't know my live stream has existed. I've got that comment before. I have gotten that comment before. I should do a better job of advertising. I am absolutely terrible at advertising or any kind of sales. I could never get a job in sales. My sales tactic would be saying, hey, you want to buy it? It's okay if you don't. That would be terrible. Yeah, Mick, I thought he would go... I really wanted him to start pumping out a lot of spearman line units. Those pikemen to get in the way so that the Mangudai, because the Mangudai could snipe the camels a lot. They attack on a 12, which is like a Magyar Cav Archer level, and camels come with really bad armor, base of a 0. So you'd really only have to contend with the Mameluke, which you can do with pikemen and Mangudai, but you can't just do it with Mangudai. Doubt doing doubt things, cutting his way through the forest, but there's 2 Berber castles here. And a whole bunch of camel archers as well. Oh, you meant the pole the pole genitors? Yeah, remember the Berber team bonus is being able to train these guys, just like the Italian team bonus is being able to train condottieri. that we saw last game with our Burmese that got that +3 attack. Logan, you played 1v1 Survivalist? Really? What map, what civs, do you remember? I appreciate that, Jake. Now, this is a good move to take out the Mamelukes. If you're going Gurjara camels, they have 40% attack bonus against other camels now, so +13 compared to the +9. And the Mameluke has no attack bonus against it, so it is completely exposed here. Hobbit, Hobbit, nice to see you. You see how much they're struggling with these camels? Camels are really the bane of the Mameluke's existence. Now, obviously, when it's 30-4, the Mameluke is going to win that fight. Oh, no, the Camel Archers are getting swamped as well. What an amazing game. By the way, do I see blue here? No, it's a purple trade card with 91 gold in its sack. Mega random Spanish versus not sure. 30,000 channel points. Oh, you redeemed your channel points. That's a cool feature of Twitch now, by the way, that I've started to see. They need to introduce that into YouTube. Catherine, there you are. Nice to see you. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, AC Dragon Rider, exactly. I really expected Survivalists to really put a lot of pressure onto the map earlier on, because the last thing you want to do is give the Saracens all the gold on the map, because then you're facing siege weapons that are more powerful. You're facing camels that are more powerful. Like I said, it's a matchup where anything the Mongols do, the Saracens can do better. Even though the siege is arguably like 50% faster movement speed versus 15% bigger attack, it's arguable which one's better. Here come the Imperials. Here come the Imperials. I really want to see the Imperial camel take on the Gurjara camels. Oh, self. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. Sour, and in they close. In they close. Let's see how much damage they can get done. Teal, gray, and yellow, the three worst colors you want to watch in one little tiny area. It looks like they've gotten jack shit accomplished. They are all dead. Or green is pinging over here. And now our Ethiopian Dowdy's going the fastest firing foot archers in the game. Does he have them fully upgraded? Yes, he does. Actually, no, he doesn't. 30 seconds away from the last armor upgrade. Let's see how well these machine gunners do against this army. The answer should be pretty damn well. Our Berber might want to just delete these walls right now, to be honest. You have to work. That sucks. Well, I'm glad you could join on your break. Oh, Edelweiss, I didn't know Sipahi applies to all mounted archers. I thought it's specifically to cav archers, but it makes sense that it applies to mounted archers. And we've got Burgundian gunpowder. Remember, they attack 25% more, so 60 becomes 75. It always, Edelweiss, it always gets me. I think I've said in a few streams or during some videos, there are just some things that always get me. And the difference between certain upgrades applying to cav archers versus mounted archers is one of those. By the way, winged hussars for slam got absolutely wrecked by the halberdier siege onager combo, and now our Burgundian is going to be starting to tear away at this Polish base. At the same time, our Gurjara is not done. Doomster is here with a lot of camels. The camel archers run away, exposing the bombards. And Dowd is chasing them as well. He's sniping them one at a time. There's only one left, and down it goes. Dowd needs to clear away this forest here in the middle so that he can close on these camel archers. But look at this, they're in the trade route. Okay, he's brought his Trebs. They're all on fire. Okay, so they are kind of weak. Let's see how long they survive. The Gurjara, where are you going? So many camel archers are chasing him. Huge fights, Tenchi. Oh yeah, Catherine. I didn't know Turkey. Yeah, that's good to know, Edelweiss. I'm gonna look up Sipahi once this is done. All these little interesting wording tricks of the of Age of Empires. What a crazy battle. I mean, this game is pretty... Game 1 was pretty fun. This game is pretty bonkers, too. These camels, by the way, have done nothing. And I think Orange realizes that they're just leading him on a chase right now. And so he just abandons ship. But are they going to stop in the trade route? Or are they going to keep going? We'll keep an eye on them. Will they meet up with their other friends over here? These Gurjara camels have gone around the world. Holy moly. Okay, Doubt does clear up the forest. And those weaker Trebs, they're all gone. Elite Woad Raider for Robo Boro. Okay, so he notices that the pole base is weak. And you know what eats town center? Kelt eat town center. And so now he is transitioning. He's getting Stronghold as well. Where are his castles? He's got one here. So faster firing castle, healing factor, Wolverine style for the infantry units that are going to be pumped out of his castles as well. And looks like the Gurjara did stop and attack the trade. The camels should move faster than the trade cart, right? Yeah, 1.6 to 1.5. Oh, Edelweiss, it's one of those units. I like the Ratha and the Arambai. Do they have cavalry armor as well, or just Cav Archer and Archer? Are they as shitty as the Rathas and the Arambai when it comes to that? And Teal is shown up. There's a lot of halberdiers. I mean, Team Southwest, look at the army count, is more than double. They're down in civilian population. Purple is retreating backwards with more and more town centers. Imperial camels. I mean, look at this camel galore. The only thing missing here are Mamelukes. Slam's population. Oh my god, he's sub 100. Yikes. Yeah, Jake, good eye. Wow. I mean, this you guys know this is definitely going to be a short. Look at the battlefield. Look at the swords, the bodies, the camels. Holy shit. Woad Raiders taking care of business here in the pole base. Slam has been slammed. But he's here with his siege onagers. They do have Fuhrer Celtica, one of the coolest named upgrades in the game. But oh my god, now our Saracen has elite cannon galleons. What does he have? 8 of them. No, those are galleons. How many elite cannon galleons? 5. So Slam's gonna have to be very careful. This is a super long range here, 16 tiles. I'm not too sure why a Saracen wants to engage onager to onager. You're not gonna win that battle. Not against the Celt. Sean, I think we've seen some caravanserai. There was a game I casted about a year ago that had something like 2 million gold in trade because of the caravanserai. Lair. I remember Lair. Archer, Cav Archer, and Cavalry. Oh, that makes it... That's terrible. Look at how many freaking Arbalesters Doubt has. 84. No. No, look at how cool this end screen is. Oh, wow. Oh. Amazing game number 2. So far today, the first two games have been absolutely epic. And as much as the Saracen was pushing in early on, wow, let's take a look at the stats. The trade and the economy and the kill count must be so good in this one. Biggest donor was our Ethiopian. Biggest recipient was our Burgundian. Trade about 20 and 36 is 56, 56 and 2. So trade was actually very similar for the two teams. 400. I'm absolutely shocked that our Pole has the most kills in the game. That is shocking to me. Although look at how close our Berber is. And forget the Berber, look how close our Celt is. 475 to 479. Wow. That is epic. Thanks for joining, Catherine. I appreciate it. All right, you guys ready for the transition screen? There's 49 people watching. Catherine, I hope you're still here. Look at the new high-tech Cast of Empires channel as I load game number 3. And now you don't have to watch me load the video, spell out the team names, all that cool stuff. Now I can just load it quietly.